Hey, Cancer. Sag season. A lot of transits are happening. We have a new moon eclipse this weekend. And there's some things you have to say or want to say. And this is a great season to do so. Sorry. This is a great season to know that whatever change is occurring in your life or whatever it is that you're needing to speak on is for the changes that are occurring in your life, whatever those may be. For some of you, this is a new financial beginning, a rebirth. Seems like Scorpio season really did that. There's a depth to a different quality that that some of you are experiencing. The quality in how you not only decide in what you want, how you accept what you want to do, what you speak on. There's a difference and a value in what you're saying. There's more weight to what you're saying. Like, not that Cancer doesn't hold weight, because you do, but there's something different. There's something that is happening, and we talked a little about that emotional expression last month. This month, it's the strength and the being grounded in your nature, being grounded in seeing that whatever you had to go through and see last month or talk about last month is showing you where it is now, or where whatever it is that you experience is how it has been affected, or how it has been affecting different relationship structures in your life, different values with your own self, which is just the extension. The relationships are just the extension of those values, right? There is this different and deeper understanding of the parts of you that may have been stubborn to yourself, and you just had to confront them. And sometimes speaking up allows you to confront those things. A different way is that the Death and the Strength card are both fixed signs. So we have Scorpio and Leo, right? So that's been a big part of that last month and into this month, is that these fixed signs all are doing their thing together. So what's happening with you is that there may be a lot you want to say or have to say or feel like you need to express from the insights that you're gaining, from what you've been experiencing since last month, and how those add to your life, right? We have Death and then Strength. We have this very bright card. It could be that some of you are either deepening a connection with a Leo, or possibly thinking about a life with this person. Some of you might be getting pregnant this month, just saying. It's very much, this time is very much about you running into these different parts of yourself where you've maybe put up walls. Certain structures and different aspects are crumbling, and then Venus is going to be opposed to you in Capricorn for a while. So it'll make more sense in the second part when we look at the cards. So in the second part, we take a look at the cards, and all the information to work with me is below. When you see this, it's this understanding of it's kind of like this small, okay, Sagittarius season is like this small the micro to your macro at this moment. So what's going to continue to roll out for you is this change, this deeply rooted change that has encompassed your entire, like, all different aspects of your life. So what you're going to keep running into, or come up against, I should say, is where you've been holding on. Where you've been holding on in a way that disrupts things from making that very natural, organic change in your life. Unfortunately, fortunately, so this is like a really double-edged sword for water signs, especially one of your nature. So you have all of this intelligence and you know how to use your energy. Let me back up. You know how to use your energy in the ways that you know how to use your energy. And the most valuable thing you can do is that, because there could be someone offering you very pristine advice and you're listening now. So for some of you, you're being offered something and you're finally listening, and to a point where maybe you just couldn't listen before, So what you come up against, and it could be this offering of love, it could be, a marriage proposal for some of you, or something you've been deepening since Leo season, since the summertime. But each next thing asks you to look at something different that you didn't realize maybe that you've, packed away. Because this season really, so we talk about different seasons being like the clean season, the deep clean, and Scorpio season is a deep look. You can clean if you want, but you might not. Most Scorpios I know are pretty clean. But it's a deep clean of yourself in Sagittarius season. So then we purify more with fire. So water and then fire. And you're a water sign. Cardinal water sign. And it's really important that this month that you follow the energy's lead. So if it's leading you to take a look at some things and really take a look for the betterment of the expansion of your life, do it. If you have someone around you that can give you solid advice that you trust, especially about, things around money or what you want to advance in, it's really a great time to do that. It's a great time to reconnect with your family and, find those intimate moments. Just know that this month has those opportunities for that, and to have a good time and to be very enjoyable. And those are moments that you may come into very naturally, but at the same time, it's still going to rub up against the things that you just are being asked to, you can hold on, but just know you can't have that thing too. Right? So whatever you're getting advice about, or whatever you're talking about with this person, or whatever you need to speak upon, is directly related to whatever it is you keep running into, whatever resistance it is for some of you. For a lot of you too, this is about this different view of a family, this different view of what makes your life, or what would make your life feel fulfilled, what that looks like in the long run. Because this is a great time to get lost in the clouds once Jupiter goes back into Pisces. And it will be towards more Capricorn season, but this month is about, for you, understanding yourself and how you want to put yourself out there, how you want to be extroverted this month. What does it look like for you? Hold on. Okay. So what is it that you really need to offer yourself? Again, I keep saying these things that maybe you have to look at, push aside, you're running into now, push aside, running into now. Maybe you can also look at that as an opportunity to take out the trash. An opportunity to get rid of things, and it's being presented to you in such a straightforward way. So some people, don't always appreciate the Sagittarius way, but at least it's coming directly at you. You know where it's coming from. It's not coming from the side. It's not coming from behind. You know it's coming for you straight forward, and you either move, duck, take it, fight back, whatever it is that you're going to choose to do. But you need to have in mind what you want. This Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Death card. How do you want this rebirth to happen? Ha. And it's all about your worth. Is it worth it? Cancer, is it worth it to hold on to some things when so much good wants to come in, so much good is coming in, and so much positive change? Is it that hard this month to take a look at some shit that's going to come right into your face? You don't have to do anything about it. Maybe just ask, like, God, your higher power, whatever you call it, that it doesn't hit you in times where you can't handle it. You know, I like to do that. So, like, talking to God and just saying, like, hey, I'm ready for the insights. I understand, but, like, can it be at a time where I can handle all of it when I'm in the space too? And then you have to trust that that's what will roll out for you. So this month is really, it's weird. It's like hard turns, you know, like so much amazing things come up, so much deepening of connections with yourself, with other people, with different structures in your life. But then there's also this way of this part of you, these parts of you, these small parts of you that are, you know, those hard turns are just getting you, it's in the way of you and getting to you. Bottom of the deck. The best thing you can do is be non-reactive, and learn from what's being presented. Even if it feels, there's a stubbornness to this reading for you. And then Venus, the Capricorn in Venus is, you know, right across from you this month, and it's going to be asking you certain questions, and you can say one thing and you can say things that you want, but if you're not acting upon it and really responding in the ways that align with that, it's not gonna work. So enjoy yourself for sure this month. You'll have plenty of time for that. But also observe yourself a little bit. And also speak what you want into existence in the beginning of the month. I know eclipses do their thing. They make the changes that need to be made, and they will do that. But if you really want something, or if you're really desiring something, write it out or do a ritual around it. It'll be worth it. And you might just be presented the exact blocks that you need to get there. So, hard turns, but you're water. You can smooth it out. Bars, I love you. Second part of the reading is where we take a look at the cards. Like I told you, I'll get into that, and then all information to work with me one-on-one is below. All right, Cancer, have a good Sag season and happy holidays, and I will see you next month. Hi, Cancer. Okay. I may not have said this exactly like this in the first part, but in the beginning of the reading, you might feel like a renewal of energy, like you almost feel like a kid again. In the way that you're playing with the universe and you're going back and forth with the energy that's happening right now. And then you have also this maturing happening, this rebirth in your money, in your love situation, as long as you allow for it. And you know everything that you've had to go through, especially psychologically in the past few months, you feel stronger. You have more substance to offer than I think you realize sometimes. I think that the way that you can get stuck is by not allowing, you know, different emotions to move different thought processes. it can easy to get stuck in the water of it all, as you know, and to be that person that people can count on for that, right? In a way that's also helpful for them. But now you see that, and you're feeling it's really important that you find that, you know, part of you that does have this playful energy again, because you guys do. But you guys tend to hold back, especially as you grow up, because it's like you have to mature, but you do, but like you don't have to like mature and totally, like you can still act, you can still be like a kid in ways that is beneficial for you. And I feel like this month is going to help bring that out of you, even if it kind of hurts or feels like, you know, you haven't felt this in a while, so it might feel like a totally different person. But either way, that's what's being kind of given to you at this moment to help you see the stubbornness. Like, why won't you let yourself have that? That's a huge question. And I know that that's a, you know, it can be a heavy question depending on like where you're at and how you're feeling when you see this. But that part of you, it's interesting. It's like the weight and your worth isn't held back by that, you know? It's about understanding where you give yourself permission to keep staying in a place where you know it's not totally worth your time, energy, excuse me. And that's a cycle that's been closing up because the eclipses having been in your sign in Capricorn, you guys are like now at this place like before, you know, now we're in that change from the mutable Sagittarius and Gemini to Scorpio and Taurus. And I think that's going to help even more solidify this, you know, change that you've been going through and this ability to ease off pressure in certain areas and put on more of a discipline in other areas. And again, discipline doesn't have to be something hard. It's more of like, what do you need and how can you continuously give that to yourself because you know it's going to make you feel X, Y, and Z. And you and Capricorn are kind of coming to this place now where you're like fully rounding and having sunk in and learning deeply from the eclipses being in your season. That's what I see anyway. And it gives you this ability to see and have that like golden and very intricate, detailed future that you know that you're going to have because of your capacity to feel and navigate. And you're starting to think about it now in a way that I'm getting deja vu actually at the moment. You may have this just newfound ability to be alive again. And I know that it's like, not that you never feel alive, but it's different this time. And I think you are the only one who's going to understand that. It's interesting. Yeah. So the cycle that's ending, the change that's happening is going to present itself, and the things are going to start presenting itself to you, and you're going to realize how much you attract because of this. And yeah, you may feel it, and it may be a long time coming, but and people may come back. You know, you actually may receive some mutual, like you may have, this is very specific, but some of you may have someone to apologize to, or it might be a mutual thing where they might apologize to you, or you're going to make amends. There's something about amends this month and what that means to you and where you can let yourself have, like what is freedom now? Like if it's that joyful, playful part of you that wants to, you know, really be a part of, you want to make that more a part of your future, and you know it's going to open up more abundance or prosperity or stability in your life. What is that valuable? What are those things that you need? Then it's only going to make you stronger and more ability to give whatever you do with your life, you're going to give, and it's going to be more potent, direct, and so much more, just again, like this cup that a lot of people are going to probably want to drink out of. So whatever you can do to patch things up, it's important, because if not, this energy can be directed in a way that, you know, is not so fun. But by the time we get to the eclipse at the end of the month, I think that you're going to really, I don't know, understand something about yourself and how you work and move in the world and with yourself and with the closest people around you. And I think if you let yourself have it, it's going to be probably one of the most beautiful experiences you've ever had. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I look forward to seeing you in Capricorn season. All information to work with me is below. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next month, Cancer.